Happy Easter, dear souls. Christ has risen. Nothing like this moment and this day and this week of celebration reminds us more of our personal power than the fact that his last words were, "It's finished." He didn't refer to "he's finished." It's a metaphor for whatever you think it's finished, it's done. If you're a person who is inconsistent in life experiences, if what you make soon disappears, if you're uncertain in your pet, in your relationships, in your journey in general, that's just because you're addicted to ups and downs. Some souls, through the contract of soul's correction, are signed up for this kind of experiences. But what you should always be aware of is that even if you're sitting still, as I am now in my room, you can have inside the joy and excitement like you're bungee jumping or jumping out of plane and all kinds of other things that people are doing in order to boost their adrenaline. People unconsciously or even consciously self-sabotage their relationships, their successes, in order to have that excitement of rebuilding things over and over again. If you are still unaware that in a blink of an eye, literally in a blink of an eye, you can step into the other version of reality, there's some work still to be done. Whatever it is that's going on just is the result of your previous decision. Decision is belief, and as you choose one, you can decide to make new decision and to choose the other belief that's more beneficial for you. Let's say you have belief that you are unworthy. In a blink of an eye, literally, you can choose other belief as you make other decisions. From unworthy to being aware that your birthright and your natural state of being is completion, wholeness, and therefore worthiness of whatever your heart's desires are. As I mentioned many times before, and as I will repeat and remind you constantly, is that your desires are your destiny. Your desires aren't the same as mine. In general, most humans who have common sense have those so-called general desires: health, prosperity, love, joy, abundance, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to soul's purpose and soul's desires, most of us are different. In terms of creativity, of some vision how our journey and the definition of success for us personally is. That's why I feel and have met many people who are maybe not in terms of society definition successful, but trust me, they are more successful and more happy and more fulfilled than most of some people who are by the definition of society successful. So never let the world teach you what your definition of success is. Find your, and that's your soul, that's your soul signature. Your soul is your subconscious, and if your definition of success is art, follow it. If your definition of success is building brand, follow it. If your definition of success is sales, follow it. We are so beautifully unique, and what will propel you in that fulfilling and living the definition of success in your terms is that uniqueness and that soul's calling. Never buy into the false brainwashed implant in collective consciousness. Then in order for you to live in your terms, you have to struggle, you have to hustle and grind and to beat yourself to death in order to manifest it. That's not true. Yes, people are living that reality because they bought into that false belief. But when you realign and recalibrate and are in a flow with other state of being, the only true and real state of being, that's awareness of and knowing how powerful you are. Literally, you witness in a blink of an eye, as I said, that for some things that previously took, let's say, 5 months to be present in your life, you literally now switch that into minutes. And life is a fairy tale. Miracles are common. That aren't living just those who are in a collective state of consciousness and who unfortunately didn't even follow the message, the desire, that urge from your heart to try it. I was one of those who were more than skeptic. I was for too long in disbelief, but then I followed the advice from one wise guy who told that first step is to suspend your disbelief. When you suspend your disbelief, you step into the place of seeing all that as a form of experiment. And it's very addictive when you first begin to have real proofs and real things in front of you that it all works. That's where the magic happens, and that's where you become literally obsessed with the idea and addicted to more and more work on it, because the results are more and more present in your day-to-day life. Everything that you want can be in front of your door 5 minutes from now when I finish this message. Just you have to do the work of heart-brain coherence, being in alignment and in knowing that that's your natural state of being. Expectations always create the outcome. God's only answer, and God only knows one word, and that word is yes. I learned that from Neale Donald Walsch when he was asked about the book's Conversations with God, that he had aha moment when he realized that and asked God how he answers and does he speak to us. He said that God always speaks. The question is who is listening, and that God only knows one word, and that word is yes. So it's a form of confirmation on your thoughts. Whatever you think, God will answer yes. If you think and affirm, I'm not capable, God will say yes, and He will give you results that will reaffirm that you are not capable. But when you are in a state of knowing that you're capable, that you're worthy, that you're deserving, that health, wealth, love, happiness, whole life success, whatever that is for you, is your natural state of being and your birthright, God says yes. And you have confirmation of those statements. So try it, suspend your disbeliefs. It's available to you, and when it becomes natural for you to be in this state of being, that's where you are in a game-changing situation. It no longer feels like work. It's literally like the breath you breathe. It's impossible for unconscious thought to cross your mind. Yes, sometimes it happens, but you just observe it and you let it fly. You are no longer attached to it, because as long as you're attached, you unconsciously put yourself in the upstream flow, and without being aware of it, you end up in contrast because you are not yet capable to block the contrast before momentum. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude blocks contrast like nothing else, because as soon as you start to count your blessings from the deepest soul, and it's not just thank you, thank you, thank you, but not feeling that thank you. That's just words, and you're wasting your words if you are not resonating with that thank you in your soul. That's how the void is fulfilled. Remember and always know that this world, if you observe it from a place of what you have been given and what are all the blessings that you already have, responds in a way that it multiplies your blessings. But if you are in a state of complaining and condemning and counting what yet is not present, you will probably waste your life in complaining and completely ignoring all the blessings that you are already having in here and now. So, wishing you all best day today and every single moment till the rest of your life, because that's how the life is designed, to always remind ourselves and others of our blessings, to spread the light, to always be aware that no matter how challenging your experiences so far were, you didn't lose anything. Nothing is lost. Everything was just a form of your soul's correction. Everything was just a preparation for the blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Whatever you think that is lost, always remind yourself that that was just a blessing in disguise. As long as we are here on this journey, whatever is seemingly challenge is just a stepping stone to your personal fulfillment of your mission here and now. Every soul has its own unique mission and purpose. You fulfill it by never giving up, by being aware that it's always the darkest before the dawn, and blessings are reserved for those who in those moments don't go back because they are scared. Your job is to remain faithful to yourself, to your vision, to your purpose when it is the darkest. And after that, by being synchronized with your new identity, and when your nervous system is synchronized with your new identity, that's the moment when you become your vision, literally. So have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon.